recently alleged that Russian aircraft bombed a hospital in the city of Samin. The Russian Defense Ministry denied those reports, calling on journalists to double-check the stories they publish.
I call on the respected mass media not to jeopardise their reputation by publishing fakes like this.
And it's not just the media. The accusations were also quickly picked up by the US State Department. To prove the hospital is intact, Russia's Defense Ministry provided up-to-date satellite images. RT's Goyane Chuterkian went to ask the State Department where exactly it gets its information from.
Some accuse Russia of hitting 6 hospitals in Syria. Others accuse it of hitting just one. Many media outlets ran with the story, but no one could independently verify the claims.
Many there say were Russian or regime airstrikes. Aid workers are out and say, run, the plane is coming back. One strike and then another to catch the first responders. That time all the people were gathered and it shot 2 missiles again.
The reports primarily cite a US-based NGO called Syrian American Medical Society, which published this photo of the hospital allegedly destroyed by Russia in the town of Sarmin. Russia's defense ministry says whatever it is, it's not the hospital in Sarmin, and releases aerial images of what it says is the hospital in Sarmin. The building on this image, dated October 31st, does not look like it was recently bombed. How can we tell if it's the hospital in Sarmin? A year ago, a video was posted on YouTube that shows the hospital under construction. Here's a screenshot from that year-old video. And here is the Russian Defense Ministry's aerial image of what it says is the hospital. We see a similar dome-shaped structure next to the building on both images. We see a wall or a fence positioned in a similar way. So where exactly is the hospital that Russia is accused of hitting? Last week, the US State Department spokesman John Kirby dropped a bombshell saying the US had quote-unquote operational intelligence that Russia had hit a hospital in Syria.
We've seen some information that would lead us to believe that Russian military aircraft did hit a hospital.
This Monday, I went to ask what hospital did Mr. Kirby mean?
Can you really offer no details on the hospital that the U.S. accuses Russia of hitting?
We're going to stand by Mr. Kirby's words.
You're not even going to say where it is, that hospital that you're saying Russia hit?
What we're saying is that we have seen information that Russia is targeting civilian infrastructure. And we would point you to the Syrian NGOs on the ground as well as open source reporting on that.
He spoke about a specific hospital in Syria. Where exactly is it? What details can you offer about that hospital?
Again, I'm not going to get into this sort of detail of operational assessment for this. Maybe you should speak to the Russians on their targeting.
Well, actually, they have...
Clearly, either she or her colleagues have spoken to the Russians about it, and they say that you're wrong. Okay? Isn't it incumbent on you to come up with some, even a location? It doesn't seem like it would be that difficult. And the second thing is you just expanded it quite broadly to say not just hospitals. You said that the Russians are actually targeting civilian infrastructure.
Thank you, Matt. Actually, the Russians have hit. Thank you for the...
Are they targeting?
Hit.
Okay, so they're not targeting civilian infrastructure?
No, and thank you for that.
Some very serious accusations against Russia still stand unverified. In Washington, I'm Ganesh Chekyan, RT.